Now, I love facts. Learning something new that you wouldn't expect or never really thought about is something that really interests me. Video games are filled with small, obscure facts that you might not know about, and if you did, more power to you. You're awesome. In this video, we are going to go over 5 facts that you might not have known about the game Mass Effect. Now, the first fact brings us to the hot labs on Novera. When Commander Shepard enters the hot labs, the Russian scientist inside warns him of the neutron purge. Upon being asked for the code, the scientist will then be killed by a Rachni grunt. Should the player decide to interact with the VI prior to obtaining the codes from the scientist, an option will be available that has Shepard mumble something. Choosing this option causes Shepard to mumble "Sic Semper Tyrannis," which is a Latin phrase meaning "thus always to tyrants." This phrase is actually a rally cry against those who abuse political power, and was spoken by Marcus Julius Brutus during his assassination of Julius Caesar, as well as John Wilkes Booth during his assassination of President Abraham Lincoln. The second fact is that the amazing cover art for the first Mass Effect game wasn't the only idea that was presented. BioWare produced 6 other covers for Mass Effect. Now, I don't know about you, but I think these look pretty badass. The third fact is that on several explorable locations of the game, namely, and I hope I pronounced these correctly, Altahi, Nepmos, Nudicrux, Ryan Gree, Elatania, Exawin, and even the moon, strange sounds can be heard when the player exits the Mako and stands in a specific point of the map. BioWare hasn't confirmed what this is, but it isn't an accident that it is in the game, especially with it being in so many different areas. The Mass Effect community, however, has speculated that these peculiar noises are songs from the Rachni. The fourth fact is something that'll bring some nostalgia to our 90s viewers. On the planet Novera, which seems to be a popular area for our fact list, when the player attempts to restore power to the Peak 15 facility, the virtual intelligence, Myra, will immediately appear and say, "It looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help?" Now, those of you who wrote papers in the late 90s or early 2000s will instantly recognize this, as that sounds a lot like what Clippit would say, or Clippy, depending on what you called him. Now, for those of you who don't know who that is, this is the infamous Microsoft Word paperclip helper character, who is known for popping up and offering unneeded and unnecessary help. A fun little bit to add on to that is that Renegade Shepard's response is, "Oh crap, a pop-up." The final fact on this list brings us to what is probably the most interesting thing you can come across while driving around on the planets. The shifty-looking cow is a space cow found on the planet Antaram, in the Newton system in the Kepler Verge. It looks pretty harmless and useless, but don't be fooled by that. This strange creature has a dialogue option which, oddly, it does nothing. But when Shepard turns around, the cow will then begin to steal some of Shepard's credits. And it doesn't just stop there, it will follow you around the map. Now, if you're going to take anything away from this list, it should be this fact right here. Never turn your back on a cow that is giving you some shifty looks. Well, that is it for our list. What fact is your favorite? Do you have one that wasn't mentioned? Let us know in the comments down below, and while you are there, give this video a like and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.